Hey guys, welcome back to another review. I'm sorry it's taking a few months, or it seems that way. Anyway, today I finally got in the XM Studios Mighty Thor statue. This piece is pretty good. Some minor flaws which keeps it from getting the 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 score, and I think you would like it today. There's a couple miscues that really made it disappointing for me. But go ahead and keep watching. I think you like it. If you're lucky enough, that's what I can tell you. I wasn't so lucky with this piece. Okay, so hang on. But before we proceed, as usual, we'll go back to the beginning and we'll look at the semi unboxing before we proceed. Okay, so hang on. Okay, so I've popped the box open. You get the standard black and white box for Thor, and then you have a little biography about Thor. So now we go over here, get a little bit more info on the sculptor and everything like that. Okay, and as always, you get the quality packaging, no messy tape to peel off. Okay, so we're gonna pop that open, and I think this is a two-layer one. Okay, so after popping off the lid, this is the top portion with the body, some heads. You do get three hands, and then on the bottom, you have the base, the hammer. Looks like it's the pointing finger one. The cape, and underneath this, it's going to be the spinning hammer. Okay, so before we put it together, let's see. You get standard registration, the jacket, uh, layout for you to put it back in, which is always a nice touch. And of course, that's what the print looks like. Okay, as always, it's nice to get it free instead of being charged for things, prints now from some other company. Okay, so let's put it together. Okay, the base looks very small and compact, and it is. It's a generic rock base, and look, I think they're going with the New York theme with Captain America, the Hulk, and the other Avengers. So it looks like some form of pipe with fiber optics cable or whatever, coaxial, and you see a beam here. So it's very simple, nothing special about it. Okay, so let's get the body on. The body's on, as you've seen earlier. It's a one pegger, so it's gonna go in there. And then this is the classic costume. As you can see with the veins on it, it's nice to touch. Okay, and then the capes are gonna attach here, and then the head's gonna attach there. Okay, so that's what the back looks like before we put on the cape. Okay, nice definition, as you can see. Okay, so let's get the arms on and the head and the cape. As you can see, this piece comes with an excessive amount of switch out parts. You get three heads, two helmeted ones, one without the beard, one with the beard, and then one helmetless head with the beard. So we're only missing a helmetless head without the beard, so that would have been nice. And you got the pointy finger one, the fist, two hammers. This is a nice touch. It's that encryption about whoever holds the hammer, if he be worthy of whatever, shall be in possession of power Thor. So there you go. And then a bit disappointing for me. This is my first piece with a damage right there, so I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm trying to contact, I guess, the distributor and see if I can get a fix. So I don't expect much action, but yeah. Okay, so as you can see, there's a lot of switch out. So let's start putting them together, and that's even before putting on the cape. Okay. Before putting on the cape, I just want to show you it's got one peg. Okay, and I think you should put on the cape before you put on the head. So that's what it is. Okay. Alright, so as you can see, that's what the cape looks like. Sit flush in, and then That's what the back looks like. Okay, and unfortunately for me, after putting on the cape, I found this right here. Another, I guess it's chipped. So I don't know what's going on with. I don't know what's going on with XM. So I got that, and I got that. Okay. So much for legendary quality. So I want to see if I can get it replaced. I highly doubt, that's going to be happening anytime. Okay, so let's get one of the heads on. Let's see. Let's go with the helmeted beardless head. So I assume it's going to be magnet. So I'm going to plug it in there. So that's not too bad, right? And before putting on the feathers, I wanted you guys to see more details. Okay, because the feather is going to cover a lot. Okay, and the cape is just barely touching that right there. And I just can't get over that. That is so wrong. Okay, so let's go with regular non-spinning hammer. And that's a leather strap right there, so that's a nice touch. And most of these are by now industry standard magnet. Okay, so you've got that, and then we're gonna go with the pointy finger or pointy hand. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Okay, and we do get 4 sets of feathers. I don't know what the difference is. Huh? Maybe you guys can let me know in the comment. But I guess you get 2 sets of these. Maybe XM thinks that you might break one, but I don't know. Whatever. So it's just a pin. So what we're going to do is we're going to pin it right in there. Yep. There it is. And then put this one. We'll go over here and we'll pin it in there like that. Okay, so that's it. It's completed. And then let me get you a close-up right there. That's the attitude. Okay, so let's do a quick spin and I'll give you guys a 360. So right off the bat, I'm already disappointed with the quality control on this piece. It's not looking very good for me. And I think this is the first XM one that I've gotten that's got some quality issues right off the factory. I'm hoping they can replace some of these, but I'm not really confident in it, considering some things that are going on. Okay, so let me zoom out, give you a 360, and then we'll switch up the other hands. Okay guys, it's 360 time with the non-spinning hammer. Okay, as you can see, it's pretty nice. I think it looks a lot better in real life than the pictures, and I don't know if it will look great in videos for you guys, but this is 360. It's got a lot of attitude, and this is the angle that you want to display it at. Okay, so we'll go back this way. There isn't a lot of horizontal space that's needed, maybe the cape, but other than that, okay, so we're going to now switch out with the other hammers and see what those look like. I've gone with no hammer Thor, so his hammer is laying somewhere, so as you can see the 2 hands. Okay, so if you like, you can display it this way. And now we're going to switch it to the other hammer. Alright, I'll swap out with the non-spinning hammer, but he's pointing the hammer forward. Okay, so you can go this way, and that's okay. I don't think I will ever display it this way. I would do either the hammer down or with the spinning hammer. Okay, so let's get the spinning hammer on. Before we go forward with the spinning hammer, we're going to go and do a little dual wielding with 2 Mjolnir. Okay, so that's what it looks like. You want to get a little bit silly. Somehow Thor went back in time and got the other hammer. So he's got 2 of these now. As you can see, it's just something fun to display, but not very practical. Okay, let's get the spinning hammer on. Before we get the spinning hammer on, XM did include this little rock, which you will place like right here, because the spinning hammer is pretty heavy and the magnet won't be able to hold it, so the hammer will rest on here some, okay, for support. Okay, one more dual wielding hammers. As you can see, the spinning hammer and the regular hammer. Okay, just if you want to do something different. Okay, this is the shot that you want to display Thor at. As you can see, that's pretty badass with the spinning hammer, and then he's pointing and he's getting ready to rumble. Okay, so let me give you a 360 and then we'll go back. And as, I don't know if you can see that little rock right there that I showed you. That will support the hammer because it's kind of heavy. So even though it's got a magnet, it won't be able to hold it. Okay, so it's pretty good so far, other than the 2 flaws. I think the cape needs to be a little bit higher, like maybe up here. And you can see he's pointing, and that's where you want him to be looking at you. Okay, so that's the angle you want to display. Okay, so let me get the other 2 heads on so you guys can see, and then we'll go to the scorecard. Okay, now we've got the bearded helmet head on. So as you can see, that's pretty good. I'm not a fan of the beard look. I like the clean look on this. And unfortunately, they did not include another head that is helmetless, unbearded version. But I think I like this hair part more because it will cover up, you know, the neck. I think it's exposed too much. Okay, so let me get you a zoom in on it, and then yeah, we'll switch to the helmetless bearded version. So as you can see, that looks pretty good, right? So, and then it still bothers me. Maybe you can let me know. These feathers, they look the same. I don't know if I got a set of duplicates, and I'm supposed to get something else. As you can see, there's not much difference, you know, with that. And then if we spin this around, so I wonder, for those of you who have it, let me know if I'm supposed to be getting a different design, because they look the same to me. Okay, so with the close-up, that's what you can see right there, and then we'll go with the helmetless one. This is with a helmetless bearded head. Okay, as you can see, it looks pretty good. Like I said before, unfortunately they did not include one without the helmet and without the beard, and that's what I would prefer. So we'll do 360 here, but I do like it better than this, because the hair on this one is swept back, so you get too much neck on this, but the other one would look better. Just personal preference. Okay, and then let's get a closer get a closer look, and then we'll go to the final scorecard. Okay guys, we're gonna go and do a little bit of close-up. That's what the head looks like. The eyes could be a little bit bigger, but I know he's squinting. So that would be nice. The hair, I like this part, covers the neck. I think it's too exposed on the other one. And then as you can see with the hammer, it's a nice touch with the lightning. The only thing is this looks very muddy. as you can see. I wish they would have done some form of clear, translucent, lightning. Sorry, not lightning. This part. But I wonder if the translucent resin would have been too soft, or they're not as strong, I guess. So it would not have held the hammer. So it's a nice touch. You can see it gets dark up here, and then it gets lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter around that. So they could have made it translucent, which would have been better. But I do like the lightning touch on it. And then the back, I think the cape's down too much. It needs to be up a little. Let's see. As you can see the base, there's nothing to write home about. It's just a regular base. And Thor's, you have veins, which is nice, nicely sculpted. Okay, and then spout. Pointy finger. There you go. Yeah, so this actually looks nicer in real life. You can see the veins more than what you can see, what you see in pictures. And that's what it looks like. Okay. So all around it looks pretty good. There's a couple flaws that hopefully I can get corrected. And of course, being the quarter scale, you get more details on the leg boots wrapping, as you can see. So let me give you a semi walk around. 360 for this. So this is the angle I would display the statue at, and then of course with the spinning hammer. Okay, so let's go to the scorecard. Let me see, I do like this. Let me put the helmeted head on. Actually, I'll put it on later. Let's go to the scorecard, okay? Okay, the first category we're gonna have is sculpting. This piece is okay. It's not one of the greatest sculpt ever. There's only a few of them out there that you can say that. I didn't have much problem, except there's some misses, if you will, on it that I think keeps it from getting a 9 or even a 10. Well, first of all, the head, I think the eye's a little bit too beady. It needs to be a little bit bigger. I know he's squinting and everything, but still. And one of the issues that I have, which there's not much I can do now, is if you look at the hands or his wrist right there, it looks like it's too big. This part should be trimmed down a little, and then also same thing with this right here. Okay, so if they can trim that down, it would be nicer. Because I don't think these are braces, it's just like wrist wrap, so it shouldn't be that big. Okay, but it's nice to have like the edging on it. It's not a sticker, it's actually edging. Okay, so I like that. The statue, the sculpting is good. The reason it's not a 9 is this angle. I think in the interest of making Thor, I guess, massive, I think the chest is just overly done. Like this part, it's kind of weird because I don't know if you can see it on video, but the head is recessed back a little. So it looks like he's got like humongous man boobs, but they're like muscle man boobs. So something like that, like at this angle, it looks really weird in real life. So I don't know if you can see it in videos, but they could have trimmed it down a little bit and it would have been better. And the arm, like this part, it's just weird, it's overly done. Yeah, I know Thor is a powerful character and he's drawn big, but there's a certain amount of when you translate it to sculpting, it can be overdone and it looks weird, like from that angle. It looks like he's got mutant arms or something. Now something like this would work fine on the Hulk, but on Thor, who's more proportion, to me it doesn't look right. Okay, and then this part, like the belt, it's not even really a belt. It's just got this excessive amount of, I guess, belt right here. That should be in instead of being out like that. So there's some miscue on this. Um, Other than that, it's a solid 8 out of 10. Okay. I've switched the helmetless head right there out for the helmeted bearded head. Okay, so the next category we have is fit and finish. This means that if there's any mixed media like cloth, should fit and everything, and if it's just painted like this, the paint should be relatively flawless, especially from this is a XM production. So, and as I had shown you earlier, there's two major issues, which I don't know if it's just me or if it's a packaging flaw. But the first is this. That automatically just kills it right there. I will contact my contact to see if there's something they can do about it. But most likely they're just gonna tell me to paint it or something, which is not an option. I don't think paying over $1,000 to bring this statue to my place. That's not gonna be a good advice to give your customer, your loyal customer, by the way. And then this thing right here, that's just inexcusable. I don't know if it's packaging flaws or if the factory just let it go through like that, because it's missing some resin, so I don't know how I'm gonna fix that. And supposedly XM check every one of these when they before they ship them out. Okay, so I don't know what's going on here. So right there, hopefully they can do something, but I highly doubt it. Although I give Sideshow some flack sometimes, they have excellent customer service, so I hope XM will be the same. Quality on average, XM is going to be better so far in my experience, but when flaws happens, Sideshow will take care of you. That's what I liked about them. Okay, so with this one, for my particular piece, this is not an overall indication of what happens with this Thor, but for mine, I'm gonna give this a it's a tough one for me because overall the fit and finish is good. Everything fits in. I don't see any major paint flaws. The lines are clean, as you can see. There may be some off lines, but that's okay because it's mass produced. So I don't expect it to be perfect or flawless. But these two, that one and that one, I will have to give this a 6 out of 10 for fit and finish. That should not be happening. Oh, and I noticed, I don't know if you can see on the helmet, with these things sticking out. This is the second set of feathers. The first one that I got, it fit into this head better. So you know what, most people don't care. I don't either. But it does stick out. So it's kind of sloppy. So that's another one. So like I said, this is going to be a 6 out of 10, unfortunately. Should easily be a 9 out of 10 every time for XM statues. But due to those flaws, on my piece, it's going to be 6 out of 10. Okay. So it's very disappointing for me, but that's what it is. But hopefully they can take care of it. And I'll revise the, my rating. If they can take care of those, it's easily a 9 out of 10. But right now, 6 out of 10. Okay. Alright, moving on to our next category. We have source material. This one is actually Thor. If you look at it, maybe when the artists draw Thor, they may throw a little interpretation in it. But this is actually Thor. When you look at it, it's the mighty Thor. So from the source material wise, this is a 10 out of 10. So I don't see anything wrong with the source material. It's an easy one, and Thor did sport a beard in the comic book at some point with the story. Oh, and I just wanted to show you this. That little rock that I had shown earlier, it goes right there, so it does support the heavy spinning hammer, okay? Because the magnet alone will not be able to support it for long. Okay, but anyway, back to source material. We got a 10 out of 10. Looks like Thor. No disputing it. Okay, and then our next category we have is accessories. I love this category, especially with XM. So you've got, these guys. Let me take it out for you. That's the amount of material accessories you have. You have 3 heads. I don't know why I get these 2 extra feathers. Maybe if they break or something. But they should be designed differently. They look the same to me. Maybe I got duplicates. I don't know. And then you get like different hands and stuff. These 2 hammers. So it's nice. And then you get that. The only thing is the base, which I also count in accessories. It's a generic. I guess, like I said earlier, it's a New York theme base. So it should go with Captain America, Hawkeye, Hulk, Ant-Man. So that should, if you're building the Avengers team, that should go well together. But it's done well enough. So accessory wise, it's not just the switch out parts, it's also your base. It takes a ding on the base, but it has an excessive amount of switch out parts that you can display. So accessories wise, normally with a cooler base, it would be a 10. I would give this a 8.5 out of 10 because the base just takes away from it a lot because it's just a generic base. Okay. So and then I think I haven't done this in a while, but our final category, which is not really a category, it's an overall score. We're gonna go with. This is a difficult one just because I think the score would be higher, except for this right there, which I don't think should happen at all. And I got a feeling I'm stuck with this, which would be unfortunate. But overall category, I would give this an 8 out of 10. Not quite. The sculpting is okay, but as I had pointed out earlier, maybe in the interest of making Thor seem bigger, like this part of the chest is just weird. Yeah, like maybe his head is too small, or his head is pushed back, and then this part, it's just overly done, as you can see. So not as good as it could be. And then of course the legendary XM paint quality just failed me this time. Just because of those 2 sections, and I will go back to show you again. Right there. Which I don't think it's acceptable. And right there. So I'll try to get these fixed, but I doubt they're going to do anything for me. So 8 out of 10, good accessories. Unfortunately, I got those, and I'm very disappointed. I think this is the first statue that I've had any, flaws, major flaws with it. So that's what it is. But what can you do? Okay. And then of course the fit and finish just kills this statue, and that's not in a good way. So overall, kind of disappointed. The statue would have been great, but like I said, some fit and finish issues. And I've had that with Miss Marvel, Thanos, and to certain points somewhat with Black Bolt, if you've seen my other reviews. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it means that the quality is going to take a hit because they're putting out more pieces now, and they come out pretty fast within a year or so. So I hope that isn't the case because these are very expensive to get here, and it costs over $1,000, mostly due to the shipping cost. Well, the statue, and then the shipping is just outrageous for overseas. So that is why these things I expect near flawless. Okay, so let me switch out the arms again, and then I'll get you a more videos of these guys. Okay, so hang on. just a quick one with the boring non-spinning hammer, and of course the helmeted beardless face. One more head would have been nice, like this without the helmet. So I guess it might be too much to ask for. So you can do that if you don't have any display room. Okay. And as you can see, this is the part where I think it's kind of weird. The chest is just overly done. Either that or because the head is recessed too much back. But other than that, oh yeah, this. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I guess I'm hoping that I can get some form of replacement, which I don't know. I'm not feeling good about it right now on the forum. Some people do have flaws and I guess some breakage, and it's not being addressed. So I'm hoping that this will be addressed. If not, it's mighty disappointing to spend this kind of money in getting that kind of quality control, much like another company that we won't mention here. Okay, so there it is. And this picture right here, I'm looking at you, XM. Please come through with my little fix, and I will be eternally grateful, and I will be buying a lot more from you guys. Okay, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. My Medusa did come in. It's pretty awesome, so I'll be putting that up soon. Okay, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.